Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wild Wind Lacquer. In today's video I have a new to me brand showcase. This is Wrenn Polish. I actually discovered this through a makeup YouTuber that I've been following for quite a while, and I somehow had missed her nail polish destash video that she did back in like 2020, and I recently discovered that video on her channel, and she had at least a couple of these from Wrenn Polish and I thought they were absolutely gorgeous, and I was pleasantly surprised to discover that Wrenn is still doing polish, and their website was actually having a really fantastic sale when I was doing my shopping, so I got all of this for under $40. That's 6 polishes. I was ecstatic. So I picked 3 of their cream formulas and 3 of their hollows. As you can see, there was sort of a trend with my purples per usual, and then I also picked a couple of beautiful fall shades. So let's go ahead and look at the polishes that I got. The first one was Wren's Peaches and Cream, and this is a really beautiful dusty muted peach. It definitely leans more on the tannish orange side of the color wheel, and I really like it. The formulation on this was good in 2 coats. Nice and opaque. This is it here on the nail with a glossy top coat. I think my camera's sort of washing it out to more of a beige than it is in person. It is a less saturated tone, but there is still that beautiful dusty peach quality to it. This one I think would make a beautiful fall color, maybe with some nail art on top as well, but really gorgeous formula. So that first one was Wren's Peaches and Cream. The next I was really excited to try was this one here called Brick House. I definitely have a type with this sort of brown leaning red. I recently even did a comparison of some of my brown leaning reds in a video. I'll post a little link up there in the cards if I can remember to do so. But this type of color apparently always draws me in, because when I saw this on her website, I definitely wanted to try it. So this is a really beautiful red leaning brown. There's like a pinch of terracotta in there as well. Again, very similar to the types of this color that I'm drawn to. In fact, we're just going to do a bottle shot comparison of that Koki that I was doing the comparison of in that video that I posted. In the bottle, Koki is a little bit darker, but they are very similar in tone. And then on the nail, they're actually very similar, at least in 1 coat of that Koki. I'm not sure if they're going to look as similar on camera as they do in person, but I think it's a rather decent dupe for it. So here is Brick House in 2 coats with a glossy top coat. Again, I absolutely love this color. I already have a few colors from this brownish red wheel that I have on my fall rack. So I'm probably going to have to do yet more comparisons to try to whittle my racks down. They're already filling up quickly, and I have 2 different nail racks that I'm using for my fall rack because fall is definitely my favorite season. And I already know that I cannot contain my fall rack to just 1 of my little acrylic tiers. But yeah, we'll see how it ends up going, what I whittle it down to. But this is definitely a good candidate. Again, the formulation on this was absolutely beautiful in 2 coats. Really gorgeous. So that one was Brick House. And then the last cream is also a kind of color that I pick up quite a lot. It is that gray leaning purple, sort of like a chewed up grape bubblegum that I buy all the time. This one is called Sweet Dreams. This is a really beautiful color as well. Very similar, kind of, to one of the polishes that I got in a mystery box from Sally Hansen called Island Punch. I think by comparison, Island Punch is a bit more saturated, whereas Sweet Dreams is a little dustier. But very similar color family. Again, I definitely have a type. I have quite a few of these in my collection already, at least in this color family, and it's definitely one that I'm going to have to come back and do some comparisons of, but I really liked this one. Again, the kind of tone that this one has is really beautiful. This is it in 2 coats. Hopefully you guys can't see the little speckles on it too badly, or hopefully it's not too distracting. Something happened when I applied my top coat and there appears to be stuff on top of the polish, but it's a really gorgeous formula. I think it might come off slightly darker on the nails than it is in the bottle, but again, just an absolutely gorgeous color and one that I'm definitely drawn to over and over again. really like that one. So that one was Wrenn Polish Sweet Dreams. Now we're getting into our hollows. This first one is a light purple called Happy Thoughts. This is a stunning holographic polish. I think this one might have been one of the polishes that was on that makeup YouTuber's channel, and it was one of the ones that she did end up keeping. You have this sort of a purple blush tone, chock full of that linear holographic. This is somewhat in that same dusty purple family as Sweet Dreams. The formulation on this one for a hollow was as I would expect. It is one that needed 3 coats for full opacity. I think maybe shorter nails might be okay in 2, but applying a 3rd coat definitely changed up the color. When all 3 of these were in just 2 coats, this one wasn't nearly so dark, this one wasn't nearly so vibrantly different than this one, so a 3rd coat definitely makes a big difference. The linear formula on this one is absolutely gorgeous. You have a beautiful flare, and again the tone of this is just so warm and cozy. I think this is another one that's going to have to make it to my fall rack. I absolutely love this. This is like sweater weather to me. I just adore it. It's I don't know, it makes me happy. So that one's probably going to go on my fall rack as well. That one was Happy Thoughts. Next up is another hollow. This is more of a berry tone. This one is called Enchanted. I think this might be another one that she had in her collection as well, and it is another gorgeous hollow formula. You have a deeper purple on this that leans berry, and it's just gorgeous. The tone on this is really beautiful, and again, the formulation of this hollow was really, really great. This is it in 3 coats. Look at that deep, rich tone and that amazing hollow flare. Just gorgeous. And I don't know that I have anything in this tone in a holographic formula, so I was really happy to add it to my collection. Just beautiful. And another one that I will probably at least add to my candidates for my fall rack. Another beautiful one. That one was called Enchanted. And then the last hollow is this really dark purple called Intoxicated. And this is a like almost blackened deep purple. Again, you have that beautiful holographic in here. Although because this is such a deep, deep color, the linear flare on this isn't as acute as it was on those first 2. But you do get a lot of hollow sparkle. This is it in 3 coats. In fact, in person, I think the linear flare is a bit more noticeable than what it's showing up on camera. But again, because it is a deeper shade, it isn't going to be as in your face as these first lighter 2. There's almost like a red spark in the hollow as well in this one that's really, really beautiful. I will say the formulation on this one was not my favorite. It was a bit clumpy, so the first 2 coats were a bit streaky. I did end up coming back with that 3rd coat and applying it pretty liberally in order to get an even coverage. But again, this tone of purple is absolutely gorgeous. And in the right lighting, I can definitely see that hollow flare popping a lot more prominently than it was in the bottle. But it is really, really gorgeous. And another one that's pretty unique to my collection. It's a nice deep, deep, deep purple hollow. So that last one was called Intoxicated. And there you have it. That was my little showcase of a new to me brand called Wrenn. Definitely right up my alley with the packaging and the little logo. I'm really surprised that I didn't discover them previously. If you have any favorites from this brand, definitely leave them down below. That way I can make sure to add them to my wish list and check them out. But yeah, overall thoughts and opinions, really great packaging. I mean, the lids on these feels really, really nice. The feel of the uncapping doesn't feel like it drags or scratches. I love the round bottle packaging. Their labeling is fantastic. The order came in a nice little box, very nicely packaged and contained. No spillage issues or anything like that. And then again, for the price that I paid, I was ecstatic to get 6 polishes for under $40. In fact, it was probably under $35, at least before taxes. Just a fantastic, fantastic deal. So definitely check them out if you're interested in trying out a new brand. So thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully you enjoyed checking out a new brand. Or again, if you are familiar with them, feel free to let me know what your favorites were. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in that next one.